2020. Subject Tibetan. Class 8. Class 8. Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are doing well. Doing your studies, moving to your parents, and I hope you all are always busy with your online class. So after a long time gap, I am back with our class, Tibetan class of class 8. So last time we have done the grammar section, and I told this time I will take the literature part. So today let us do the literature first chapter. Literature first chapter. Those are books you can turn to page number 73, 74 and 75. And 76 we have some work, we have to do some exercise, fill in the blanks and question answers. So those who don't have books, I have clicked this page and send it to your class teacher. So definitely I hope your class teacher will upload in your WhatsApp group. From there you can do your exercise. And those who have books, you can write, you can do your exercise, question answers, fill in the blanks from your book itself. So when you are doing your work, please write down the topic, date. So exercise, question answers, fill in the blanks with your good handwriting, with your clean work, because this time you have plenty of time to do your work. Okay, you no need to come to school, you won't feel tired because you are staying at home and you are doing your studies. Okay, now let us start our chapter. Lobsen Chuksumpa, lesson 13. Lesson 13. Ngatang Sampe Parki Tamgyu. The topic is Ngatang Sampar Parki Tamgyu. The story of myself. Story of myself. The topic is saying story of myself. Okay. Ngarang sirim parme loma shiktu gyurjes. Ngarang sirim parme loma shiktu gyurjes. I am studying in middle class, like class 6, 7, 8. Hygindu sirim hogme kapki tamgyu chungchung te ila ten ki dos. I always miss my primary classes. I always miss my primary classes. That means from class 1 to class 5. It is known as primary class. Shirim, in Tibetan we say Shirim Hogme, Shirim Hogma. Okay, Shirim Hogma means primary classes. Ngaram Shirim Hogma deal with 3 days. When I was studying in primary section, Gongsen ki tuze beje he hayul shijei arje ang Myuksar Tonggi Lomi Tizomla Tayuni Narangi Yudengi Gongso Shikukyurs. I spend my vacation, I spend my summer vacation or winter vacation by studying the chapter, by studying the topic Payo Shijai Arjue. My village Myuksar, new pencil or pen. Okay, that was the topic. He used to read that story every day. Tengilomi Tizomla Tamyuni Narangi Yudengi Gomti Shikugyurus. And I always write down the poem about that chapter, about that topic. Hinayang, but also, Hinayang's, but also, Kabdir at that time. Naram Tomiga Tagyu Gawali Chigyu Migawe Tengi Tomi Yapo Shik Chimatu. At that time, I was interested in reading the poem, the topic of that chapter, but I feel lazy to write down the poem. I feel lazy to write down the poem. He used to only read. He never write down the poem during his vacation. Next paragraph. One day, Lobde Somik Tindur Chegui. One day, we had a competition in our school to write a poem. We had a competition in our school to write a poem. Ngante zinde loto minyuwa shiki ngala kiri gindu hayo chijai parjue dang sanyugla tegyu gawe. Among all the students of my class, they told me, you are very interested in reading the topic of your family, your father's village, your village, and pen or a pencil, topic about that. You are very interested and you used to read that story. You used to read the story and you used to read that poem very well. So you have to write down one poem. Ni kenja gashi lentu gyures. I told my friends, I cannot do that. I told to my friends that I cannot do that. But I feel proud. But I feel proud that because our friends, my friends are telling that you are very intelligent and you are very interested in doing all these things. You are always reading books. You are always reading that poem. So you have to participate in that class, in our class. So he feels himself very proud and he shook his head. Nin gashi Jesu. After a few days, in gashi Jesu. After a few days, 니 로미 니 삼로 시모 식당니 좀이 찍디데 로다 쉔 촉중라 days. After a few days, I thought myself and write one poem. I wrote one poem and submit to my class teacher. And I submit to my class teacher. 지다 쭉직비 체 주시 대 지비 규제 닌레 닌데르스 11th month on 14th November. I think you all remember what is 14th November? It's a Children's Day, isn't it? Jibu Gyujen is on that occasion, on Children's Day. Jinda Chukchik means 11th month on date 14th. Yinde on Children's Day, on that day. Lomi Tizom Yako Tamje Lobjai Jangbar Mula Jadu. All the poem, whoever wrote by the students was pasted on the notice board of our school. Ni semla gelo yongki ngai jizomla nganji che khoda inyam de jar pangyu rangi jizom de zomme. I thought all my students, all our friends were reading my poem, which I wrote, which was pasted on the notice board. In my mind, I thought all my friends are reading my poem. But when I was looking at my poem, I did not see that. It was not pasted on the notice board. Then I thought, then I started reading all my friends' poems, the stories. The poem they wrote was very good sentence. The meaningful, the heading, the topic, the body, and the finishing words. When I read that, my friend's poem, it was very interesting, and it is very interesting, and it is very nice. When I read that stories, when I read that poems which my friends wrote, that I feel very guilty, and my face turned into red. When we feel guilty, when we feel ashamed, when we feel afraid, our face used to turn red. No? So he had changed the color of his face. It turned into red. From that day onwards, 파요 시제이 바르제당 산요 라 에가 로미 디좀 코나 라 데비기 셀로 솔데 규데. From that day onwards, when I read the poem of my village and a pencil or a pen, I used to read it deeply, try to understand what does it mean, what is meaning of that, how to write, what is the signification of that poem. I used to concentrate on that very deeply. And I thought myself, how we have to write the poem, how we have to write the stories. according to the this one, according to the heading, body, and the finishing, how we have to write. He thought himself nicely and he read the story. Nai chichomni namyang gelopnamki ngamyutu kyuto. When I write my poem, my teacher always disappointed me because I was only interested in reading the stories and the poem, but I was not interested in writing. That was the reason. But from that day onwards, when he had a competition on Children's Day, 14th November, from that day onwards, so when he read, he used to put concentration on his chapter, on his work, whatever he used to do. Theater Thadi Chil Shirung Homeka Ki Dunda Tier Samlore Tangches. Then I thought myself what I had done in my primary section. I can understand one, but I cannot understand another. Because I was not interested in writing, just I used to read, like singing song. No? Though we are singing song, but we don't go deeply to the words. What does it mean? What does it signify us? So he was just reading. He was just singing like a bird. No? He was doing like that. So when he thought himself, what I have done in my primary section during I was in primary. So once he can remember, the another part he cannot remember. Chokji sunyang, chokji mazungni midobegi niruke tong songs. Then I cannot concentrate everything whatever I have done in my primary section because he was only interested in reading only, but he never go too deeply to that poem or a story. So that was his weakness. That was his weakness. Okay, that was the story my story of myself. Okay, so you can see in that picture also the students were looking on the notice board. So all were happy. Those who wrote. It was selected, but the boy who was very interested in reading that our my village and the pen or a pencil, so he was only interested in reading and he never tried to understand how to write, what does it mean, what is the method of writing the poem. So he was not interested, but everyone told that you are very interested, you are very intelligent, you have to do that. So he did, he wrote, but he was not selected, but he feel very sad. So what is the moral of the story of this chapter? The moral of this chapter is whenever you do some work, you have to concentrate. You can never say that I am interested in this and that. If you are interested in something, you have to go deeply on that. As my students in our school, there are some students just they mock up and they sing like a birds. No, they never try to understand what does it mean, how to write. They never concentrate in their studies. So you should not do that. Whenever you are doing something means you have to focus on that chapter or focus on that syllabus and you have to try to understand what does it mean, how we have to write, what is the meaning of the words. Everything you have to try to understand. If you do that, then you will be a very good student. Okay? So that's why the boy who was only interested in reading, so he was disappointed. He was very disappointed. From that day onwards, from the Children's Day, November 14th, from that day onwards, he tried to concentrate all the words, meaning, the way he writes, the way he reads. Okay, that is the work, that is the story we have learned today. Okay, that is the first chapter of literature part. So, my dear students, you should not do like that boy. Okay, you have to concentrate everything, whatever you do in your studies time. So now let us do some exercise. That is the chapter. So let us do some exercise. Question answers that I have marked everything in your book and I have sent it to your WhatsApp group. So you can copy that. I have marked with that red pen. So you copy the questions, you write down the topic, you copy the questions, and you write down the answers according to the number I have given you. There are 5 question answers. According to that, you copy all the question answers. Then number sumba, fill in the blanks. So you can read that story. From that story, the words are there. Fill in the gap. Fill in the blanks. Okay, the blanks are there. The gap are there. You have to go through that story. the one paragraph, I think from one paragraph they have given you this word. You have to read that, and whatever words are missing, you can get from that story itself. So I'm not going to give you the words. You have to read yourself and you have to find out the answer, because it is very easy, not very difficult. So if you read that story, you will improve your reading as well as you can understand the words which one is missing. Okay, that you have to do. Now you are in class 8. You are not in class like 1 and 2. If you are in class 1 and 2, so I have to write the words. I have to give you everything. No, so you are grown up. You know how to read. You know how to write. So you do it yourself. Okay. Now question answers. Question answers is Koshirim Pamika Chitashi in how he was in primary section. He used to always remember when he was in a primary section. Okay, number 2. When he was in primary section, how he used to spend his vacation. How he used to spend his vacation when he was in, it is in page number 73. Narang Siri Home Digi Dizente Gongsin Duje He Beju Payu Shije Anzue Ham Sami Yuksar Tongilome Chizonga Tagi Rangi Yudenki Tongto Chikuguru. I was very interested in reading my village and a new pen or a pencil. Of that, I used to spend my vacation by reading that poem or a story. Okay, number 3. Logo Zomi Gender Chidu Daho Jabli in Gashi Ki Chishi Chesam. Before doing that competition, what he was doing in Gashi Jesu, and after a few days when that competition comes, I used to think myself and I wrote one poem. Okay, that also I marked with that in page number 74. In Gashi Je Ni Samlo Shimor Shikang Zomi Titi Lo Jai Xin Chochung La Days. Okay, number 4. When he was reading his friend's story and a poem, what mistake did he found himself? So the answer is Yiwong Treva Shinglupe Ni Hazuki Tizong Tei Shencha Toge Modang Kyang Marco Gurus. When he was reading his friend's poem, it was very interesting, the topic, the body, the finishing ends, and it was very meaningful, and my face turned into red. Okay, he was feeling like that. Last one, number 5. Ke Chir Shirim Homeka Ki Tenda Ye Samlo Re Tang. When he was thinking about his primary crime, how he feel when he was thinking about that. One he can remember, one he cannot remember. Once he can understand, another he cannot understand, because he was not concentrating in his studies. No, that was on page number 75. The last paragraph we have to write that all. So question answers I have marked and given you. So fill in the blanks. You can do it yourself, copy with your good handwriting, with a clean work. Okay, so if you read that story, you will get that sentence, and you can get the words whichever is missing in this gap. So that will be your work. So we will come back next week, Thursday. So we will do another chapter. Till then, take care. Stay home safely, obey to your parents. Always be busy with your studies. Okay, my dear students, always be busy with your students. I hope from August we will start our school. Till August we don't have any classes in our school, so we will try our best to make you understand from YouTube class. Our school is giving opportunity to make it clear to you all through online classes. If you don't understand, you can send message in your WhatsApp group. Okay, so that definitely your class teacher will forward me that, so I can explain you again whatever is missing in our class and whatever you didn't understand. Okay, till then, take care, be safe at home. Thank you.